Hello, my name is Eric Henry, and this is the start of my level. So first we're gonna start through the cave, through the woods. You follow the trail, the light. You go up to the cave, like so. You go through here, and there's this little tunnel that leads to the trail in the woods. As you follow the trail, like so, you have to climb over the cliff. You get over it, which leads to the bandit campsite. As you can see, it looks abandoned, looks broken down, looks like nobody's there. And once you go, you gotta go through this cabin and explore the cabin. You find a chest. As you see, there's an axe. You pick it up. After that, you go through the kitchen that leads through the broken roof. You gotta climb over. Once you climb over, you gotta get over this log that's in your way. And then you see a tree that you have to cut down, like so. And once that, you get through this road that leads to the city. And to your left, there's a abandoned parking lot, as you can see. And there's trees everywhere. Everything looks, like an apocalypse happening, something like that. After that, you see a gate over here. See cars right in front of you. There's a gate, so you have to climb over the gate. Which leads to the city, an abandoned city. Is walking through, and which leads to this cliff over here.
Hello and welcome to my map. It's your boy SJ. Today we'll be going through my map. As you can tell, we're going through the mountain pass. Things that were going through my head when making this was, okay, it's like Tomb Raider and Uncharted combined, so let's just roll with that and be the best that we can be. So, it's not quite precise platforming, but a little difficulty for the player, so it's not easy to just walk through. Just as you saw, I missed the jump the first time, but I got it that second time. We're going through a walkthrough. We're going to immediately go ahead and hit that first chest with the first key in it. That's one of three. It's up to the player to find and discover where the other two are. If you just look around the room a little bit, you'll see that there's a couple items, and as you just saw just now, you can't just walk through the door. You have to have the other two or three keys. So, yep, that's the second key right there. And I have now noticed the third one, but as you can see, it's not quite the easy of a jump. So as soon as you figure out that the ledge gives you a little more space to jump, if you inch over to the left, you can hit the third key, collect that, and then go to the door into which it'll open. Beautiful. Now you've hit your first valve, and that valve cannot go back after that. You're going to see that we had leading line up to that point, even the rock formation.
Hello, this is Jonathan Pears, and this is my level, The Sewers Below. I wanted to do something that was different than most of my peers. Instead of creating an above ground level, I decided to take it under. As you can see, there's only one way to go through this level while collecting the few key cards to progress into the next section of it. The reason why I created the sewers is because originally I wanted to make Chernobyl. Afterwards, I figured that another factory parkour game is not an original, and I switched gears and made the sewers ended up with a better game flow. With there being two silos, I chose to cap one off and connect it with the tunnel to allow the player to use both of them. I am proud that I figured out a way to have the silos connected instead of having the player use one or the other. The first idea to close the silo door was to have a rotating valve handle, but instead I used a card reader due to time constraints. While making the elevator shaft, there was a few design iterations that I went through, and while playtesting each design choice, I found that one flows better and keeps the player aware of danger of falling off and having to restart. The maps on the walls are wireframes of my level. I decided to throw in the building of the level to show the player how the whole level looks. Instead of having a functional elevator to bring you to the top, I wanted the player to see outside of a normal elevator and to see what happens when it doesn't work. While making the catwalks was a challenge due to the fact that having the right spacing and angles to allow the player to effectively run up them while making their way to the final room. Another thing while making the shaft I noticed that was the camera was clipping through the walls. The way that I corrected the issue was to expand. Once you are in the top room, there is one more key to unlock the door that leads you outside of the sewers.